Hello student, today I am going to discuss October number 2018 spreadsheet part. Spreadsheet belongs to the second part of this question paper, task 3 spreadsheet. As I told you that before starting spreadsheet you have to read the statement given by the examiner here, because examiner will mention here the currency value, decimal place, everything here. Okay, you are going to prepare a spreadsheet to calculate the storage capacity and sales price for each type of shade. Use the most efficient method of solve each task. Display all currency value in dollar with 2 decimal place. Length will be length to 1 decimal place, any length, width or height. Area to 2 decimal place. Capacities to 3 decimal place. Using suitable software package, load the file n183shade.csv. Okay, so this is your main file. They did not mention any other file. So what I told you earlier also, that first you have to save it as Excel workbook. So in that case you have to check what examiner is asking, what will be the file name. Shade underscore followed by candidate number. For example, this one, they did not ask for followed by candidate number. They did not ask for center number here. So what I will do, I'll open that particular Excel CSV file. And this is my CSV file. So file, save as, it should be Excel workbook in the same folder. What will be the file name? Shade followed by candidate number. So 1 2 3 4. Suppose my candidate number is this one, so I saved. Next part of this question, we'll do this one after finishing my after finishing this worksheet. Okay, add your name, center number, candidate number in the header or footer of the spreadsheet. So that means you can give anywhere center number, candidate number, header or footer. So let me give it in the header. So first let me give it in the left align my name, center number SA139, candidate number, you can give your candidate number. This center number is for our school student. Next one, save this file and done. Insert 5 rows at the top of the spreadsheet. So I need to insert 5 rows. So let me make the worksheet in let me make the view of worksheet in normal view. They need to look good. Now you have to block 5 row because we need to insert 5 rows, right? Right click, insert, done. Now next part of this question, what they're asking, at this level and format the cell to look like this. Now first you observe how it look like. Let me make it big so it will be visible for you properly. Row number 1 is bigger, background color is light gray and font color is black, and they did not mention about font size. So standard size is 36 point, and row number 2 is hidden, and row number 3 also big. Even cell A3, it is in 2 line, it is given 2 line. Cell B3 also given 2 line, and this one also italic. Now here row number 1, A1 to K1 you have to block, A1 to K1 you have to block, and then go to merge cell, make it big. Now you have to write here Sheila's still sheets. ILA apostrophe S, Sheila's sheets. Okay, now you have to make it big, so it should be 36 point. Make it 36. This is the standard size. Make it bold. Right click, format cell. Font color is black, is okay. Fill color, that means background color will be light gray. Okay, done. Perfect. It should be center align also. It is already center aligned, central and middle align. Middle align, done. Now next one, row number 2 is hide it. Then row number 3 should be big. Make it big. This one also. Write down the word cost of steel part square meter. Cost of per still S small letter. So it next row number, cell number B, it should be cost factor. Let me write first, then I will make it a 2-line. Cost factor, and after that $1.54. So 1.54, then it should be 2.6, 2.6, right click, format cell, number, currency, dollar. Okay, now you have to make web text. It should be web text, web text, middle align, center align. It should be right align, and italic we will do later on. Italic, this one also web text, middle align, center align. So one thing you have to keep it in your mind, that means if you want to write 2 lines inside one cell, it should be web text. Okay, and if you observe this one, this row number 3, row number 4, row number 6 is bold, row number 5 is hidden, bold and italic. So you can block together by pressing Ctrl button. It should be bold, italic, and row number, this one should be center. This is center align, right? This is center align, center, and it should be into line, square meter. Everything should be center align. This one should be right align. Sorry, this one should be right align. Okay, perfect. Row number 5 is headed. Done. Let me make it big little bit so you can see it properly. Now next one, enter a formula in cell F7 to calculate the floor area, the sheet in square meters. The floor area is the length multiplied by width. So floor area, so make all the thing visible. Something is not visible properly, double click between 2 columns. Floor area equal to length, select length multiply by width. Done. Now apply the formula in the remaining cell. Okay, enter in formula G7 to calculate the cubic capacity of the sheet, the in meter. The cubic capacity is apex height plus wall height into floor area divided by 2. So cubic capacity was equal to, first bracket, apex height plus wall height, close the bracket, multiply by floor area. It should be floor area divided by 2. Apply the formula in the remaining cell. Enter formula A7 to calculate the roof area of the shed. So roof area equal to 2 into length into equal to 2 into length. Then you have to give into sign, squared, SQRT, squared, first bracket is that width divided by 2, width divided by 2, close the bracket, whole square symbol is shift 6, then plus apex height minus wall height whole square, plus first bracket apex height minus wall height, close the bracket, to close this bracket. Done. Apply the formula in the remaining cell. Perfect. Okay, now next one, enter a formula in I7 to calculate the surface area of the shed. So surface area equal to 2 into wall height, 2 into wall height, this one D7, then into length plus width, into length plus width, into length plus width, yes, length plus width. Okay, done. Then plus width into apex height plus wall height, first bracket, apex height plus wall height, close the bracket, plus roof area is this one. Apply the formula in the remaining cell. Enter in cell G7 to calculate the cost of material to make the shade. Cost of material surface area into cost steel per square meter. Cost of material surface area equal to surface area multiply cost steel per square meter. Surface area cost steel per square meter. So this one, as you know that you have to multiply always the cost area with per square meter, always the same value, so you have to make it absolute cell reference by press F4. In some keyboard you have to press Fn button also. Done. Now apply the formula in the remaining cell, because this cost of steel per square meter will not change. Now next one, enter formula K7 to calculate the sales price of the shade. This is the cost of material multiplied by cost factor. So cost of material equal to cost of material multiplied by cost factor. This one, block this part, Fn F4. Done. Okay, now next part of this question you have to know. This is multiply the cost factor, round it up to nearest $10. So you have to round up to nearest $10. So you have to give for that round up, first bracket, as it is nearest $10, so that means before decimal point it should be $10 should be added. So what you have to do, comma minus 1. Done. Now it will come 120. Now next one, $10. Done. Apply the formula in the remaining cell. Okay, now next part of this things, enter formula L7, display the extra large if the cubic capacity of the shade is greater than 14 meter cube and the floor area is greater than 7 meter cube. That means both should be true, both conditions should be true, then only it will show you extra large. Otherwise, if not, leave the cell blank. So in that case, as here given two criteria, and two criteria should be in this condition, two criteria should be true, right? So in that case, what you will do, we'll use AND operator with if function. Here we have to write the formula equal to if, first bracket, and next one, what they're asking, capacity of the shade is greater than 14, capacity of the shade greater than 14, cubic capacity of the shade, so cubic capacity, this one is greater than 14, comma, then and the floor area is greater than 7, floor area is greater than 7, close the bracket, then comma, close the bracket, then comma. What will happen, it will show you extra large, so you have to give extra large under inverted comma. As why inverted comma? Because you are mentioning text inside the if function, inside the formula. Extra, what you have to write, extra large, close the inverted comma, then you have to give comma, otherwise it will show you blank, close the bracket. Okay, now one thing I want to tell you, as in the question paper they mention both should be true. That means both should be, one should be greater than 14 and one should be greater than 7. That time only it will show you extra large. But if the condition is telling that if one condition is true, that time it will show you extra large. Instead of that and, that time you have to write or. But here they are asking both conditions should be true, both conditions should be greater than. But if the question is given, if one is true, if one is greater than 14 and other one can be greater than less than 7 also, or is not greater than 7, so in that case you have to give or. Okay, now you have to press enter. Now it is showing nothing because both of the values not greater than according to the question paper. So now you have to apply the formula in the remaining cell. Now you see these three things is showing the condition, like this one is greater than 14 and this one is greater than 14 and this one also greater than 7. If you check this one also greater than 14 and this one is greater than 7. Even the second last one, this one greater than 14, this one's greater than 7. Now next part of this question, replicate the formula, enter in the step 12 to 18 for each style sheet. Apply the appropriate formatting in the cells row 7 to 9. Now you have to apply the appropriate formatting. What is that appropriate formatting? Here they mention at the top, what they mention, currency values dollar to 2 decimal place. Now currency value is belongs to these two, right? It should be 2 decimal place, dollar symbol and 2 decimal place. So block this one, right click, format cell, number, currency, it should be dollar symbol, any kind of dollar, 2 decimal place, done. Now next one, length to 1 decimal place, any length, width and height, so it should be 1 decimal place. So length, they're talking about length, press control, block length, width and height, all height, apex height. Okay, it should be length, width and height, one decimal place. So right click, format cell, number, decimal place will be 1, then press OK. Then what they're asking, area 2 decimal place, area should be 2 decimal place. So block this part, right click, format cell, number, 2 decimal place, capacity 3 decimal place, capacity, cubic capacity, so this capacity, it should be 3 decimal place, right? Right click, format cell, number, it should be 3. Okay, and roof area, all area, right? Area to this 2 decimal place, so this 2 area also 2 decimal place. Right click, format cell, it should be number, 2 decimal place, done. Perfect. Now next part of this question, if you check what they're asking, save and print the spreadsheet showing the formula. Make sure that it is landscape orientation, row and column heading and display, the content of all the cell are fully visible. So in that case what you have to do, you have to go to formula, show formula, then block whole thing, double click, block whole thing, double click between 2 column. Now it should be landscape, page orientation, landscape, and now you have to print it. They did not ask it should be 1 page wide, right? Yeah. So row and column heading should be there. So go to file, print, then click on 1 of 3 page setup. It should be sheet and it should be row and column heading. Okay, now you can make it little bit big, like 15. Now it will be the same thing, it will be more bigger and visible properly. Okay, done. Now your name and center number, before printing just make sure that your name, center number, candidate number is given properly. Now next part of this question, what they are asking to do, print the spreadsheet showing the value. Just you have to print showing the value. Now what you have to do for that, now you have to go to formula again, show formula, you have to unblock, double click between 2 columns, so all the data should be visible. What they are asking, print fit on a single page wide, content are fully visible. Okay, should be single page wide. They did not mention that it should be portrait or landscape, right? So let me keep it landscape, no problem. File, print, it should be, which should be one page. So page setup, you have to change width is one page, and you have to change the percentage. Surface setup, now check what was our last field name, sales price. Okay, so we have to make it more small. Print, page setup, row and column heading is there, make it 90%. Sales price, yes, it is done. Now it is in one page wide. Okay, and now you can print it. That's all. If you I think this is the last part of this question. Yes, so print out, make sure that you have entered your name, sentence number. Okay, print out 2, print out 3, make sure that you have entered your name, sentence candidate number on your evidence document. That means total evidence they are asking to print, and you have to make sure that your name and sentence number given in the evidence document. I think you understood this question. If you have any doubt about this question paper, you can ask me in your class. Thank you for watching the video.